And welcome everybody to the Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Ultimate server. Thank you for joining us today. And we are in the process of making some steel, or at least getting the blast furnace ready so that we can make some steel. All of the recipes obviously are a little harder now. So it's taken a little while to figure out what we want to do. Thankfully, the blast furnace, the recipe for that has not changed much, if at all. So that's great. So we are going to make that. And the reason we need that is because we need a tank to hold our oil. I found a couple more oil wells in the ocean. So we are going to try and pump as much of the oil out of those as we can, and that means we need to stick them somewhere. And I don't think an iron tank is going to do a lot for us, so we need to get a steel tank going. And one thing that I noticed when we were pumping all of the oil into, I was using, I don't have them on me, but I was using some of the open tanks. And I think those are great for small, situations, small builds. I don't know if they are scalable for large builds just because they're so dynamic. So if we have a huge tank, it's not gonna hold. it's not gonna be as good for the server, I don't think. If we used something like that. So I'm going to try and avoid using those. So that means that we are going to use the railcraft tanks. And unfortunately, as I say, I don't think the iron ones are going to do, and I only want to build them once. So we're just going to go right to the steel. Which means we need to get this bad boy up. I need to get some more clay as well for this guy, for the coke oven, so that I can make some more coal coke to feed this guy, because we only have coal right now. And I didn't realize this when we were switching to Greg Tech, but all of the blocks that we built, so we have, we made a lot of our lapis, which of course we've used most of that by now. We've made our lapis, and we've made our coal and redstone and all that stuff into blocks. And unfortunately, that means that oops, go up. Unfortunately, that means that with Greg Tech, you actually need to use a macerator. And it actually just so happens that we have a macerator. So everything was supposed to get wiped with the Greg Tech update. But unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, my macerator stuck around. But I can't power it yet because we don't have any EU. So we're kind of stuck. But welcome everybody to the Greg Tech update. we're actually now on Trek 1.1.2. So when we last had our, I think we're in the middle of an episode right now. We were on 1.0, and now we are on 1.1.2. Is that gonna work? It is. Awesome. So now we're in 1.1.2, and that means that we have upgraded, and we now have Greg Tech, and we have Galacticraft, and we have a bunch of stuff. I'll see if I can run it on a little side view here. Excuse me, to show you some of the mods that we've added, and we've also so 1.1 was the Greg Tech update. And then 1.2 was an update to, I wonder if that'll work. Let's find out. 1.2 was basically an update of all the other mods to recent versions. Hopefully that should correct some bugs in some of those mods, but we'll find out as we go. Come on, baby. Been a bit laggy tonight. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I can't break that. Oh, I can. Oh, sweet. Alright. So I guess it's only some of the blocks. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Do I actually need to use coal coke? You know what it is? Charcoal or coal coke. And I have neither, because I don't have a tree farm yet. Well, nuts. Nuts to that. Alright, another setback. No worries, no worries. I think we're just going to go have to dig for some clay. So we are, as I say, we're in 1.2, and things are going cool. We've also added another mod called Chisel, so we should be able to make some cool blocks, which is awesome. So, you know, some good things. And as I say, there should be if I thought about it and remembered, there's a side little panel there that's showing some of the mods that we added and deleted. So, again, welcome to 1.2. And so we have to basically start from the beginning here with our power. We have no power as a result of the upgrade. You know what? So I'm going to go dig for some sand, but in the meantime, we're going to have to restart our power grid. So what I was doing over here was I was starting to accumulate some oil so that we can refine it into some fuel. And I've got the refinery here, but I'm not sure if I need to power it or not. And I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. But I don't have any extra tanks, because I'm using them all for the oil, which was bad planning on my part. Actually, no, this isn't working. Do it. Oh, I need to power this. Alright. Grab these guys. And grab this guy, since we don't need them right now. And let's power this guy for a moment. Whoa. Scared the crap out of me. Okay. This is really down and dirty. And let's stick our lever on there. Oh. I guess that might help. Get her going. So as we're waiting for that to power up, so we need to do our power system, because we've got an AE system upstairs that I want to get powered, and we're going to power that from some things that we're going to build over here. And I think we're going to start out with some thermal expansion and buildcraft, excuse me, and slowly work our way into industrial craft and Greg Tech. There is a progression that you can go through for Greg Tech, and we'll probably end up doing that, because we're not going to be using quarries and things like that. So we're going to have to start slow. We're not going to be able to jump in with both feet. So we'll go through that as we get into Greg Tech a little more. So this episode, I wanted to get these refineries set up and start generating things. Why do I need to wrench something? Get a wrench. And I'm not sure. These are some new pipes for me. These liquid... I don't even think they're called liquid ducts anymore. They're fluid ducts. And I don't know if they require power or not. Maybe they do. Let's see. Oil. So it does work. So it's refining slowly. And I guess I need to set this guy too. Oh. You know, I think I can do this. Power that. And power that. And then I need to wrench that. There we go. So we got fuel coming out of there. So now I need to go build some tanks. Too much going on right now. So we finished off this guy. And you can see this one's firing up. So obviously we've already gone a run through here. But as a kind of an experiment, I thought, well, I've already got all those blocks of coal. So what happens if I stick a block of coal in the coke oven? It actually works. So what you get out of that is a block of coal coke. This guy here, which is equivalent to 9, and you can stick that into the blast furnace. So we are rocking and rolling with that. So that's awesome. So we've got 12 of these in there now, which should be okay for now. I need to get, I don't know how much steel I need. I need 4. I need a lot. I need to do some calculations to find out exactly how much I need. I have a feeling it'll be like 2 stacks or something ridiculous like that. And that's just to make a small tank. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the small tank, or the steel tank over here for the oil. And then we're going to use the open tanks for now over here for the fuel. And then we'll have to probably go mining for some more. And I think what I'll probably end up doing is making a hammer over here so that I can go and facilitate that. So while that stuff is cooking up, I had a couple of things that I wanted to do this episode in addition to this. Sorry, I'm reaching for my notepad here. So we were going to work on getting the power, and until then, probably no point in doing the machines, but we are going to get with the thermal expansion stuff and get some basic processing in. But we want to get things at least set up for now with the fuel so that we can at least generate some fuel and have some on hand for when we do start. We've got a bunch of oil wells that we're going to use to get oil from, so we're probably going to need to build a fairly large steel tank. But we'll figure the math out for that soon. In the meantime, one of the other things that got updated was Thaumcraft, and we haven't done too much of that lately. We did do an episode of it, but I need to get back into it because some of the mechanics have changed. So the research mechanic has changed, as well as the tubes that we were trying to make, the Essentia tubes, that kind of got nerfed. So they don't really work the same way anymore, which kind of bites. But, I mean, if it made it too easy, then it made it too easy. So we're going to have to make use of more of golems, which we don't have right now. This here was an attempt to try and get the biome down there to get the biome down there to merge. but it doesn't seem to have been working very well. I went around, and I think I showed this last episode. We've got a bunch of this ethereal essence, so I think we're gonna take another stab at doing the thaumium wand caps, so that we can make the silverwood wand with the caps on it. So you can see these alembics, they don't have the little spouts on them anymore, so they don't work the same way, and I need to explore what that mechanic is, because I still need to get some of this stuff, the essentia, into the void jars, or the aspects. So we need to figure that out, but in the meantime, this is the new research mechanic. So what we've got here is straw golems. So this is our first. Let me pull up. There we go. Not even sure if anything in here has changed or not. Research duplication. I think we already saw that before. So basically, the mechanic here. So remember, in the past, we had to find these things. So now, let's say we go to Golemancy. So on this guy, what you do, in the research table, you no longer have a paper slot. You just have the scribing tools, and that allows you to do this part. So when you do the research notes, you actually have to get the research note first before you can go into the table, and that's what you put in this slot. To get the research note, you have to have a scribe and paper on you, and then go into your Thaumonomicon, and anything that's flashing that you haven't learned yet, you can right-click on it. And if you have the paper and the ink, it will put that research note into your inventory, and then you can put that into the research table. So for example, runic armor. Not there yet. This guy here. So we want to get the arcane boar. Sword of the Zephyr would be cool too. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay, so they changed the thing that you gotta click to get to this. So Salus Mundus. So it now takes 2 ethereal essence. Or maybe it did before. I thought it was 1 and 1. Well, that sucks. Primal. Oh, okay, so we can also use mana beads. I think these got more expensive. Primal Charm. I don't know what that does. But we can use the workbench for it. I'll have to look into that a little more. So let's say we want to finish this off. So Sword of the Zephyr. So if we right-click it, it says the research note's been added to my inventory. So now if we go into my inventory, there's the note. So then we just stick that in the table, and then we have to do this. So this research now is different. So you start with some of these guys here. So we started with this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now what you have to do is connect them all together, and they all have to connect somehow. The way that they connect is, so if we look up, where is he? Oh, there he is. So Spiritus. So Spiritus is made up of, what is it, Vintium? Victus. Victus and Mortis. So we can link, so we can either use a Victus here, or we can use a Mortis here, or we can use another Spiritus here. I think. No, we actually have to use one or the other. I don't think we can use another Spirit. Yeah, we can. I'm sorry. I don't know. You know what? I haven't tried it. And I don't have enough of it to try it, so I'm not going to experiment here. So then you have Mortis here, like we've put. And Mortis is made up of Victus and Perditio. So I had more of the Perditio, so I put the Perditio there. So then the Predictio, let's see, that's census. There he is. So census is made up of air and spiritus. So I've screwed this up. So you see there's these lines connect because modus is got air in it. So I don't have a connection between these two guys. So I need to correct that. So that's air and spiritus. And this guy is Victus and Predictio. So I need to somehow bridge these guys together. So let me take a look on how to do that. And when I come back, we'll see if we can walk through the progression. And there we have it. So the last bit was the acorn Terra, and then Victus is made of both Terra and water. And I think that was the cheapest path that we had. And obviously Permutatio is Mortis and water. So that gives us our Straw Golem's discovery. And we can discover it. Oh, wait. So what? Oh. This lag, man, it's throwing me. Alright, so I completed Golem. Oh. So I got a bunch of things were unlocked when I learned that. Golems. Oh, wow. Cool. Alright, so we've got our straw golems. And so this opens up the cores, and we're going to need those. And it also opens up wooden golems. How much wood would a wood golem chop if it would? Alright. So we need to figure out which ones we need, which ones do what. So this one tells us how to control them, I think. Haven't read it. So this is a straw golem. Very low durability, very low strength, so it can't carry a lot. Can repair itself, I guess. It can carry one item at a time, and it's pretty fast, and you can put one upgrade on it. So to make one of these, you chuck a hay bale into a cauldron with Humanus, 4 of each. Wow. Alright, so we will have to figure out what items have those, and I think we'll do that in the next episode. So we got some stuff done today. Oop. I guess I was away from keyboard a little while. Alright, so we have got a bunch of things. Went farming for some blaze rods. Not farming, let me rephrase that. I went hunting for blaze rods. And I also dug out some whatchamahoogies, obsidian. So we have lots of that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is make a couple of ender tanks, because it's a little more difficult to keep transporting back and forth the open tanks. So this will smooth the process out a bit, I think. So to do that, we need some iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was it? So we've got the 2 ender tanks that Trek gave us, but I don't want to use any of this stuff unless I've made it first. So we can use this refinery since we made it. I don't mind using the hobbyist steam engine because we've already made the other one, the Sterling. But I don't like to use these guys because they tend to blow up if you don't take care of them. And I am not very mindful sometimes. So we need 1, 2, 7 iron. So we need 14 total. So let's grab a couple more. 14. And we have our hammer here. So what I've been doing is we have the forge hammer that we used to have for Industrial Craft 2. Somehow that stayed with us. Same with these electric circuits. So we'll definitely make use of those because those are going to be very difficult to use. And I'm actually kind of torn on whether or not to use this stuff, to be honest, because it should have gone away, but some of it stayed behind. So I'm undecided yet. We're not to the point where we're going to need to use them yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we'll, I guess we'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay, So the hammer that we actually need in the recipe is different, but we can make the plates with these. Let's make 11, because that's all we need. And then we have to use this guy in here. Okay, so those are our 2 cauldrons, and then we need 4 obsidian, 8 blaze rods, 2 ender pearls, and a partridge in a pear tree. So let's make these guys. 2. There's our wool. 2, 2, 2, 2. And that's not right. That's right. Okay, now I think I need to lock these. And then I also want to stick a color on them. Where did my stuff go? Where did my ink go? Where did my ink go? Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are going to mark these black, black, black. Black tuxedo, black tuxedo, black, black, black tuxedo. Give you bonus points if you get that reference. It's a Canadian one. There we go. And let's lock it. And lock it. Okay. Take one of you. Take both of you. And then we'll use one of them down here. And our coal coke should be done by now. Actually, we can stick this guy here. And we can wrench him. Where'd my wrench go? Where did my... Oh. It's in here. There we go. Wrench that puppy. Okay. And then for kicks and giggles... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I did that wrong. Okay, I need this on the other end. Okay, this is going to be okay, I think. I hope. So if I use this guy... Alright, let's do this. Put that guy there. Get oil out of there. Oops. Okay. And then we can put him there. Beautiful. And then I think there's enough. Yeah, we just got enough. Alright, so let's put that guy there. Empty him out. Cool. Oh. Oh, come on, man. How do you get rid of that? Crap-olies. I guess we just stick them back on here. Oh my god, lag. Come on, man. Oh, okay. Now we can do it. Because we're not in the middle of a bucket. There we go. Cool. Empty tank. Now we can use this over here. Alright, so now I need to go back to our refinery and hook up our little guy here. And then when this empties, actually, you know what? Let's not hook this guy up yet. We're going to wait until this guy to empty, and then we'll plop our guy down, and we should be good to go. So, oh. I guess it would help if we had fuel. Oh, Lord. Yeah, let's grab one of those. Alright. Maybe this will work. Does this mean it's outbound? I don't remember. Oh. No, I can't tell. No worries. We'll figure it out. Cool. So we're getting some fuel. So I will head back and hook this guy up on the other side. So stick around. Alrighty. So that's our last one. So we want to accept liquid. So I think when we put this guy down, blue will accept liquid. And then the other end... Oh, I guess I need to power that too. Yeah. So we have these guys. So I guess it's just taking a while to make the fuel. So we'll continue to do that. But basically what we're going to do is pop this guy down. And he's going to go that way so that he can empty everything. So we'll just leave this the way it is until all this oil's gone. And then we'll start moving tanks over until we've got a wall of fuel tanks instead of oil tanks. And that should be fine for now. And we can sit on the other end and just process the oil as it's coming through and just get a stockpile of fuel until our steel is done. And actually, now that I think of it, let's go check on our steel. Oops. Okay, there's our coke oven. So we got 2 blocks of... So this guy's probably run out of fuel. Holy crap, that takes a lot. So we've got a whole 4 steel ingots. So that's enough for 1 steel tank wall. Not nearly enough. So we still need to do some calculations. So we will let this run, and hopefully next episode we'll have a new fuel tank, and hopefully we'll have smelted enough steel so that we can at least make a little bit of a tank. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.